I think I like FIFINE products. FIFINE come out with another microphone. It's called the Tank 1. Why is it called the Tank 1? I don't know. When we had the Tank 3, you would have thought it would have went 1, 2, 3, right? Not by FIFINE. FIFINE's different, and they've been known to be different in their microphones. They're budget friendly, and they work better than higher end microphones. Now, saying this, I am using the Rode Pod mic because this one is more on par with the Rode Pod mic. This comes in at 129 as of filming this. Saying all this, FIFINE did provide this to me. It's my thoughts, my review. They don't get to see it. No money was exchanged. I'm not told what to say. So saying all that, we're going to actually do an unboxing and we're going to do sound tests. So this is an XLR interface microphone. It's intelligent noise reduction. And then it has four built-in EQs. You got low cut, flat switch, mid boost, flat switch. So there's four different ones, which we'll get into here in a little bit. It is cardioid, natural sound reproduction, voice clarity enhancements. So I'm ready to get in here and see what this is all about. Again, it is a Tank. This feel in the box is very heavy. The Tank 3 come in the regular cardboard box. You know, maybe if they would have did that, maybe could have saved 15 bucks or so if I find. But yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and put it onto my overhead and we're going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Okay, again, this is the Ample Tank FIFINE by FIFINE Tank 1 XLR recording microphone for podcast recording, vocal, and streaming. So you can interface, your XLR interface, intelligent noise, all the stuff I just said this second ago. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unbox it. Most of their stuff is pretty well boxed. I can say that. No matter if you get it from Best Buy or if you get it from Amazon, no matter what, they all come in. They're really, really well packed. So first thing we're greeted with is a user guide, which would be your manual. So it tells you certain things in here. Mounting holes, 5/8 thread or 3/8 thread, dynamic microphone capsule, your frequency response. Let's see if I can get that up in there. Your frequency response, your XLR port. On this side here, you know, it tells you that you need to go into an audio interface, connecting it to your boom arm. And of course, you got your mid boost. And then of course, your low cut filter over here, which I'm hoping that we get to use those together. The specifications is, the sensitivity is -59 by 3 dB. Your frequency range is from 50 hertz to 15,000 hertz. 14 ohms at 30% at 1K hertz. So if that's something that you need to know, it's right there. All right. So let's go in. So looking just like the Tank 3 did. I do like these Y yokes on here. And again, just like the Tank 3, it is very, very well built. Very well built. So again, what I mean by the Y yoke is right here where it connects. I really do like the Y yokes. They're really nice. The Rode Pod mic. And if I had anything to say or show, let's go back over here. I would say that it looks so similar to the Rode Pod mic. I mean, 100% looks so similar to the Rode Pod, besides that it has the built-in EQs right here. Let's go back to the overhead. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. Nice black. One thing I wish that FIFINE would do on some of these right here is come out with like a white variant, or, you know, for the girls, a pink variant. At least pink, white, and black would be nice. I mean, greens. But yeah, everything's functional pretty good right here. Everything seems pretty tight. So now you get your adapter, which is that 3/8 to 5/8, right? I use FIFINE's boom arm, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, 5/8 thread and 3/8 thread mounting hole on here, which at the same time inside, see if I can get it up in there. Inside here, you actually have two mountings. This is for if your boom arm is just way too big, then you would put this in here to convert it. But this right here should just go pretty much into any mic boom arm. So now let's see if there's anything else. Very, very well packed. Very well packed. Nothing else is in here. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook it up to the Vocaster 2 so I can go back and forth between them. So I'm going to hook it on here. So again, I shouldn't need an adapter. And there again, this is not a FIFINE stand here. And I mean, it's like I said, I feel like I'm using the Rode Pod mic. Go ahead, tighten that up. There we go. So I think that's the lowest I can go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and connect it. Let me go ahead and mute my host. So I mute the host. I can go ahead and plug it up because everything's already plugged up to the XLR Vocaster 2. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to mute the Rode Pod mic. Okay, so now here is the Tank 1 by FIFINE. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Peter Piper picked the pepper. On the back side here, we are underneath flat on the back side. I do not have no noise suppression on right now. This is my office. You should hear everything coming through right now. There is no, I use Sonar GG for my noise suppression or my virtual audio cables. But this is what you are going to sound like if you're not wanting to use any type of other software. So let's go to the back. So I believe this is mid. So I'm going to go ahead and this is mid flats. So this is mid flat. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Peter Piper picked the pepper. This is low flat. So this is low flat. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This is what you're going to sound like. So now this is with low and mid turned on the EQ back here. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, so I went back through and I listened to see how that sounds. I believe that the low and the mid both on, to me right here, sounds the best. A flat, you have a lot more deepness, but you also have a little bit more the echo from my room. You had a lot of that echo-ness coming through. So I think this one right here sounded the best. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to turn back on my noise suppression because I don't like all this noise. Okay, so now this is with my noise suppression. Let's see how it sounds like with the noise suppression. Like I said, it does pretty good at taking away all that noise. That's why I like Sonar GG, and you don't have to have a SteelSeries headset in order to use it. It's a free software out there. It's a Tank. I mean, I think that it sounded really, really good. So I'm going to leave it right here, and we're going to do side-by-side comparison. I'm going to go from the Tank 1. I think I said Tank 3 again a minute ago. The Tank 1 to the Rode Pod mic. That's going to be the next step. The next test is going to be that right there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to tell you which mic I'm on. Which mic do you think I'm on? You think I'm on the FIFINE Tank 1, or do you think I'm on the Rode Pod mic? Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. I am really the optical illusion that this one is actually closer to me. Is not. They are both about the same distance from me. I do have my Sonar GG noise cancellation software, so it reduces some of the echo in the background. So, but this is what one of these mics sounds like. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so which mic did you pick on this one? Did you pick the Tank 1 or the Rode Pod mic? If you pick the Tank 1, then you're 100% correct. This is a sound from the Tank 1. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Peter went down the hill to go get Jill to pick some peppers. So this is what you're going to sound like on the FIFINE Tank 1. Okay, once again, which mic do you think I'm on? The Rode or the Tank 1? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. All settings are the same on both, besides the mid and low on one and no EQ on the other. But which one is it? Is it the FIFINE or is it the Rode Pod mic? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked a pepper. Peter went down the hill to pick up Jill to get some peppers. Okay, so which mic did you guess that it was? If you guessed that I'm on the Rode Pod mic, then you're 100% correct. Right now, I'm on the Rode Pod mic. This is what the Rode Pod mic sounds. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do one more test before I give you my final. So right now, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This is at the angle that you need to be talking on the mic. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. 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 So we just went around all the sides just so you can see what it sounds like. And if you're one of the ones that likes it really close, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Thomas with Tomology. So there's just a little bit of fun for you, you know. But anyways, if you're one of the ones that likes your microphone just directly up against your lips, I like to sit, you know, roughly 6 inches from mine. You're supposed to sit 6 inches from yours. I mean, actually get it to where it needs to be. This right here is where I like to be at. It's out of my way. Actually, it's right here is actually where I like to sit, is like this right here. So it's out of my way. It's not in my face. Sometimes I'll put it down a little bit lower, but this is what it is. So let's go ahead and get to my negatives, because obviously this is going to be my new driver. I mean, the pod mic's off of it. So one of them is just, it's a pet peeve right now. I wish FIFINE would come out with white and black. I mean, they can come out with pinks and other colors, but I believe that they should come out with white and black. Come on, FIFINE. You know the white's going to sell. So come out with the white, come out with the black. And because, I mean, that white would look really, really nice on their FIFINE boom arm right here, right? So that right there, it's just a personal. It's nothing against the mic itself, but that's my personal. I think that FIFINE should come out with more. The second one, again, can be a negative, but it's also a positive. So number one, in order to run a Rode Pod mic, you have to have what they call a cloud lifter. And what a cloud lifter does is a preamp, and it gives more, it boosts more for it to come through. If you try to run a pod mic and you crank it all the way up without a cloud lifter, you can barely hear yourself, barely. So you have to run the cloud lifter. So at $100 plus a off-brand cloud lifter, which are about 40 to 50, or the cloud lifter ones for about 100, you're looking at anywhere between $150 to $200, right? Now with the FIFINE Tank 1, you don't need that. So $129. I think that this mic could have been more around $100, but because of that simple fact, you don't need a cloud lifter. I think they took that in account, plus the EQ that they added in here. That right there, that EQ is this, I really, really like it. I mean, again, here's the mid boost. So here's the low cut filter. So that's what the actual EQs do. So all in all, 100%, and it's not because I'm a FIFINE fanboy. I really, really do like their mics. I like their products, man. They're very premium feeling. Even when I don't have this one in here, I have one in my daughter's room. I have one in the living room. I have one in the bedroom, one in the garage now that I'm in the house, and I might be putting one in the kitchen if I start my third YouTube channel. But anyways, I believe this is 100% worth your hard-earned money here in 2025. Go ahead and check out this video right here and see if it's worth your hard-earned money here in 2025. I'm Thomas with Tomology. I'll catch you in the next one.